Alright, hi y'all, Weather Guy here. We're back with some more gosh darn sunless skies. Hope you're doing great. I am feeling pretty good. We just finished doing stuff at the circus. Let me double check, make sure. Yeah, we tried to recruit this guy, we didn't. We already checked out the circus. Okay, great. Let's move on. Where are we going though? We still need to find... Ooh, what was the place we needed to find? Oh no. Let's look under journal. Journal. Jesus, lots of stuff already. Lots of stuff. Trading opportunity. Port Avon. From the bizarre Port Avon settlement. Alright, so we're going to try to find Port Avon. Port Avon, they did say it was to the northwest of New Winchester. So maybe it's in this right here. Either that or it's further up this way. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my way south and try to get to this point here. I think that's the move. Yeah. Hope y'all are doing great. I'm doing pretty good. No complaints. I watched Breakfast Club last night for first time in a while. Love that movie. If you're enough experience to increase your captain's level, you choose a new pastor deed via the facet screen. Okay, let's do that. Take a facet, okay. Holy cow! What did the Winds of Fate hold in store? We have a spell in prison. The judge, stony face, condemned you to New Newgate, the stalactite prison of old London. Plus 5 veils, plus 3 arts, or 5 veils, 3 iron. You lost your mind once. They put you in a splendid hotel, managed by a cheery gentleman who would determine when you could leave. A scandal. Okay. I kind of like this. This one, the Liberation Night, because I think the flavor of it about being heard among anarchists kind of fits the theme that we're already going with, and it also levels up our veils, which is something we're focusing on. So let's see, it says, you began to hear of a secret sect or philosophy among the most extreme anarchist cells, the Liberation of Night. The Liberation advocated revolt not only on earth, but in heaven. Claimed light was law and that we would only be free in the dark. Ooh, that's just grim. When a masked fanatic tried to convert you, how did you respond? Oh. Send him packing? Yeah. Let's send him packing. Cool. I played a bit of the Fallen London browser game. Also has an app, which was pretty cool. It's set in this world and stuff. It's all very text-based, a lot of similar feels. This place was a battlefield, the grave of Tackities and stovepipes alike. So I recommend y'all check it out. FallenLondon.com, pretty sweet. All right, we're gonna go straight south here. Hello? 2 ships. Hello? Dreadnought? They seem safe. I bet we could attack them if we wanted to. I think we would likely lose, but I think we could theoretically attack them. Even if they're potentially on the good side. Let's go around this way just so we can explore more stuff. Oh, there's a dock right here. Company house. Oh, that's where we can turn in stuff. Let's do that. Low on supplies. We're not super low. But it's an 80s movie where a bunch of kids have detention of their different cliques. Like a brainiac and a prom queen and a jock and that sort of thing. Alright, the local headquarters of the Windward Company, London's proxy in the Reach. Deliver port reports here to receive rewards and win the company's favor. Visit the Windward Company. Following the uprising, the fortunes of the Windward Company fell in New Winchester. Deliver our port reports. Following the uprising, the fortunes of the Windward Company fell in New Winchester. Now their modest offices occupy an ex-tinning factory in the murkier recesses of town. Continues to smell faintly of beans. Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, the Windward Company is who we're risen up against, right? So if we had the revolutionary background, then we would not want to do this, right? So we will not. We're going to ignore the Windward Company and we're going to do other stuff. Shops? No shops. I think the plan is to keep traveling. We still want to find something northwest, so I'm going to head back over here and head to this area, I think is the plan. I wonder if there's a way to cross down to the bottom half here. I'm going to try that. See if we can skip. Go under this, right? Yes, okay. Victory Hall. Oh, it's right here. Oh, okay. Perfect. It is all nice and connected. It's crazy that both sides are right like adjacent. The Assembly, a coalition of independent-minded settlers colloquially called Tackities, gather and argue here, deliver reports here to receive rewards and win the Tackities' favor. Visit Victory Hall, raised in the wake of the blockade of New Winchester. This magnificence of glass and steel houses the Colonial Assembly. Deliver our port reports. Services rendered. She listens with a scowl. Well, I'd rather know than not, I suppose, and thank you for bringing this to me, rather than the buttholdy stovepipes. I'll arrange a gratuity. We gained 100 sovereigns, 1 of the Tackities' gratitude, 1 fortune's Tackities. We now have 26 struggling. We lost a fortune for the stovepipes. I see. Cool. Chat with the Endurant veteran. Let's try that. Learn how we can help the Tackities. Yeah. Her skin is brown and her hair is beginning to gray. She wears a heavy, unbuttoned coat. Metals gleam in the shadows behind its lapels. One half of her face is scarred from frostbite. She is enjoying a quiet cigarillo while her peers argue in the Chamber of Assembly. You talk for a while about life in the skies. When her cigarillo is just a stub, she says, I'd be grateful to hear reports of your travels, comrade. I suspect all manner of strife and imprudence is going to kick off in the foreseeable. I mean to be ready for it. As you visit ports, you may return ports, turn them into Victory Hall. So we knew about that. Okay. Nothing else we can do right now because we don't have enough favor to do stuff. Because if we look at requirements, we need more gratitude. We only have 1 right now. Okay. Perfect. And there's no shops. Okay. So I think now we go ahead and head down to New Winchester to try to buy more supplies with our sovereigns we just gained. And then we'll head to the northwest. I think that is the move. Perfect. Perfect. And we also need more fuel. Well, let's do this. Guy represents a banking house. More opportunities. Alright, Bazaar. Oh. No! I'm still getting used to the controls. If you can't tell. Market. Surely this is where we want to be. Okay, so we want to buy. How much money we got? Where does it say our total dollary dues at? It's crazy that's not just on the screen easy. Oh, it's 113? Okay. Okay. So we want to get not 3 fuel. We should probably get 2 fuel. And then 2... No. Oh, this is... Supplies are more expensive. Let's do... Oh. 2 supplies, 1 fuel. So now we're going to head towards the northwest. We probably could have repaired our ship a bit too, maybe. I don't think we've gotten hit, but we do have our red meter filling up in the bottom left, so... Maybe we should have. I'm unsure. We also are short 2 crew members. We're heading to the northwest. Once again. We've already been through this passage, but I think we're going to go more up here. Once again. Really excited to eventually upgrade our locomotive and stuff also. I think that's really cool. But yeah, the browser-based game for this was really sick. Oh, there we go. It has one of those games where you have like X amount of actions that you can do at it like per period of time, and then they slowly refuel over every like 8 minutes. You get another one. Caps at 20, but it's okay. It's fine. It has really well written text, just like here. Feels like there's a good bit of depth to it. All right, so we check in here first or go up? I want to check in here first. I think it's going to connect anyway. Anything down here? A new smell behind the coal and the oil, the green, unlikely scent of apples. Nowhere in 57 experience gain. Nice. We have a port right here. Port Avon! Let's go. We found it. Now, the one thing that makes me a little nervous is we don't have much money. Behold, a ruin of giants. Gargantuan blocks jigsaw together, furred with moss and whispering with orchards. A bucolic village nestles amongst them. Smoke coils daintily from the chimneys. A leisurely game of cricket unfolds on the village green. A ramshackle dock juts into the sky beside a farmyard scattered with rusty locomotive parts, plating, piping, a chugging motor with its innards exposed. Disembark. An oily-faced, black-haired girl waves your locomotive into position. Welcome to Port Avon, she calls as you disembark. Rich knot of scents greet you, leaves and wood smoke, enriched by an infrequent but pungent intrusion of goats. Port Avon welcomes new visitors, but your novelty will wear off the more time you spend there. When you visit in the future, you may need to bring something to keep them friendly. Oh, interesting. Right, a port report. The locals are willing to update you on the news. There's not much to share. Were it not for the talk of smugglers and sky beasts, you could easily confuse this place for a village on the world you left behind. It's quite peaceful here. Apart from some fuss over a newspaper delivery, the villagers frown and change the subject when you ask about it. To earn rewards, hand your reports into... Yeah, we know about this. Port Avon spills prettily across sections of colossal drifting ruins. Its orchards bask in the evening gold light of a distant nebula. Okay. We don't have anything we can do here. Let's check out the shops and stuff. There's lots of things here. Alright, so Port Avon Dock. Recruit a repentant devil. Ooh. We don't have the requirements. Sadly. If we go back to this, it's this page. Okay. So, the village green. A golden nebula scintillates above Port Avon's apple trees, allotments, eel fishers, and steepled church. Here you may, if you choose, immerse yourself in the village's quaint rhythms. The auroral sommelier. I know what that is. I just can't say it. Someone has grafted brass wheels to the carcass of an old armoire and impaled its top with a jaunty damask umbrella. Okay. Sweet wines. Wait, I skipped. A man stands behind it. Flesh and finery, the colors of the dawn, shepherding customers through their sampling of wines. Sweet wines, sour wines, subtle wines, and sinful. Spirits of every vintage, save of course the Hesperidian cider. He gives a small, sad laugh. I know because I looked. This is the only place with real apples, but even here that cider eludes me. He beckons you with a gloved hand. Let's ask him about the cider. Closer, closer, come listen. Come here, come close and listen, you effervescent thing. I have a story. An associate of mine, he once gave me a sip of it. One golden drop to place under my tongue. My life was changed. Carnivorous pleasure steeps in his voice as he speaks. I went back to the store immediately, of course, but the price was too much. And then eventually the dreams drained away, and now I'm here, serving wine to drunks. His laughter is black and bitter, but the auroral sommelier gives you the address nonetheless, just in case. If you decide to risk the same grief, savor it for me. Okay, let's check out the village green. Relaxing. Oh, let's watch a cricket match. The great game. Is there a more restful way to spend an afternoon? You sink into the glacial rhythm of overs and innings. You enjoy the parabolic descent of the ball into a fielder's waiting hands. You admire the gnomic pronouncements of the umpire. We're wearing out a welcome. We're briefly without terror. Oh no. The heart of the village surrounded by orchard and real apple trees. Okay, let's take a relaxing stroll. Actions here without a welcome. So let's do a different area. Let's go to Nowhere Inn. Bothridge as a Tower of Heaven describes Port Avon's single public house as a welcome respite, justly famed for its authentic Old Earth cider. The locals can be welcoming for a while. You may be able to recruit more crew here. Oh, okay. Read a work of speculative fiction. Ooh, let's do that. In the nook by the fireplace is a shelf of magazines. Each contains a story by the local author, the Turbulent Fabulist. Oh, actually, I don't want to read a whole work. I don't want to read all that much. Oh, but we have to now. Let's do The Devil's Confession. His companions who thumped on the crimson carpet. The corridor was long and lined with doors, each with a brass knob. He opened one. The room behind was filled from floor to ceiling with bottled souls. He tried another the same. We've never found a use for them, the devil admitted. Ah. So that gave us a story, so maybe we should check out a different one. Let's do The Eyes of Heaven. This also gained us a sky story. This is good. Okay. They burned the charts, for east were they now. The incorrigible thundered through an empty, unnamed heaven, blown with a frost wind. Ahead, a new sun blazed, the size of a penny through the forward windows. There was a long way to go. So we're not welcome anymore. So we need to leave. Let's try to recruit, though. Oi, down here, 3 rats glower up at you from below a table, where spilt beer has trickled down to form a rat-reachable puddle. So get us chief engineers who will increase our veils by 6, iron by 2, and affiliation villainy by 1. The smallest, most scarred rat is called Cinders. She introduces her companions. This, she indicates to the rat wearing goggles, is my second, Petronella, our mechanic. She gestures towards a rat with glossy fur. And this is our agent provocateur, Albrecht. The rat inclines his head. We need a locomotive. These battle-hardened rats are all that remain of the Rat Regiment, a mercenary company active in the early days of the Winchester War. Dog, what in the... What in the red wall is this, dude? Used to be a dozen of us, the best sappers around, says Cinders. Now look at us. Her whiskers twitch. Time for that later. We'll pay, comrade. Fantastic. We got the Rat Brigade. Let's... Wait. Let's try buying things real quick, because we need to do that, don't we? The Charmer and Sons. We don't have enough to buy stuff either, though. That's the thing. Oh, we have 2 sets of engineers now. Seems not good. Oh, we can just speak to them, too. This guy seems... Oh, 2-6. 2-6. Oh, I don't know. Let's go and speak to the rats. The Rat Brigade has made a mess of your galley. Straw, bits of blanket, and patches from damaged uniforms have been gathered into a makeshift nest. In contrast, tiny notebooks, battered derringers, and hip flasks that are not as small as you might expect are stored with care, stacked in a corner away from prying hands. Spend time with them. The Rat Brigade are playing cards. Cinders is cheating by means of mirrors concealed in the sleeves of her uniform. A spring-loaded trap and brazen card counting. Albrecht and Petronella have devised a surreptitious drinking game around each new display of bad sportsmanship. Okay. So we can't do this yet because we need a savage secret. Okay. So again, we need to check out the bazaar actually. They want nostalgic crockery. They have bargains for the verdant seeds. I don't have enough to get any. So that means I think I need to actually sell first. Let's go to the Sharman Sons. Let's sell. We're actually going to sell 2 supply. It's risky, but we're going to do it. Then we're going to go to the bazaar. And this should give us enough verdant seeds to do what we need to do. Bazaar Magdalene's. Magdalene's is it's to the northeast. So we need to go over in this area. So that's a bit of a trek. We're going to go ahead and get started. Hope for the best. There's the village green. Ideally, we actually come across a ship to fight, because that'll give us supplies, hopefully, and then that'll help. Northeast, so it should be somewhere around here. Looking for a dock. Should we send out our scout? Let's try it one time. Give us the good news. Oh, way over there? Okay. We don't even know if that's what we're looking for, but we're gonna check. Got to. What is this? Very glowy. Mushroomy. That means something grave, so, okay. The King of Emeralds, let's check it out. The wreck gleams with frost. Its windows are dark, its engine silent. It is warn the dead. No, we're gonna... Mirrors is a 20% chance to success, that's not good. Let's warn the dead. Simple ceremony, doffed caps, a few words, a gloomy silence, but it helps. The only decency in the skies is that we bring. Fantastic. Not what we were hoping for, but we do have a bunch of lights down here. So there might be a city over here. New Winchester built watchtowers here in a fruitless attempt to deter marauders. Oh. So it wouldn't be down this way, because that's more east than northeast at this point. Or maybe it's in here. We're gonna go down and around, actually. Especially with how low our supplies are getting. We're really cutting it close here. Nothing here? Oh no. Come on, please be something right in here. You're our only hope. Oof. Oh no. It's getting really risky. We gotta go up here. And just hope for something good. Alright. Little food left now. Soon hunger will begin to bite. We're on our last crate of supplies. Every missed turn that you do in this game is actually bad, right? Because you're wasting your supplies and stuff the longer you're out in your ship meandering. So, a little scary. Wow, this keeps going. I can't even get into this section. Okay, it's time. Game time, baby. Psych, I'm way over here. You really thought that would work? I'm so fast and small and nimble, baby. It's too close. Give me some space, you dick. Alright, we gotta back up. Of course, because the longer that we're out here doing it like this. Oh my god, a storm. Die, die, die. Your heat bar is full. This happens when you fire many shots in short succession. While you're overheated, you can't use lateral thrust, and if you fire a weapon, you'll take damage. If you wait a few seconds, your heat will return to normal levels. You're low on fuel. The high wilderness is cold. Once you run out, you only have a few opportunities to remedy this before you freeze to death. You can buy more at most ports. Check if a port sells fuel, select on the chart. Yep. So, the Marauders are rarely democratic. The captain rules by strength and claims the best for their own keep. We can gain sovereigns or unusual items. I think we're going to go for unusual items in the hopes that we find something we can sell. Captain's door did not survive the onset of your guns, nor did the captain. You have to tread carefully. The carpet will not be saved. A few scorched documents sit on the bronzewood desk. They make for interesting reading. Apparently, London had need of a few brave captains willing to bring fire to the Tacites. You would not have expected the signatories of the orders. So that's bad, because we should. It's not money. I thought we would be able to get a little bit of money from it, but we did not. Very windy here too. Peacock wind buffets the engine. The incautious driver whistles a jolly tune. Maybe down here. Carmine glows Burnen's Arc. Magdalene's where you can buy comforting lies. Okay. Yes! Perkins Cops. Cops. I don't know how to say it. Oh, yeah. The house of small comfort at Magdalene's. Let's go ahead and do what we came here to do, dude. There we go. They want the seats. 3 seats for $240. Let's go. We have money again. Yeah, we're gonna live. We have 343 sovereigns. And we gain 150 experience. Magdalene's provides comfort and sympathy to the weary skyfarer. Its host will tell you any lie you need to hear. Some of those lies require flowers. The amiable host puts it to 3 sacks of verdant seeds, which we did. She says, just what we needed, although I must admit I do miss roses and lilies and bluebells. Still, these celestial blooms have their own virtues. Some of them weep, you know. He pays you a generous gratuity. Bargains available. Fresh from the gardens of the Reach, this green-thumbed captain buys crops for a pittance from the region's Skyr farmsteads and sells the yield at larger ports. So we can buy back some verdant seeds. Let's do that, actually, and then sell them somewhere else. Whatever. Alright, this is a good place to stop, actually. Next time, we're going to explore everything else here at Magdalene's Bazaar, or at Magdalene's in general. See if we find any more quests or crew or whatever else. But I'm having a good time. We made it. That was so close and scary. Look at our supplies right now. 0. Almost dead. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you all. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.